Hello everybody, I'm back and I've brought my kitty. He has come to join the stream for now. But to get with the top-down view, this is as much cat as she'll be getting. But I am here now. You're a smelly kitty today. I usually have something to talk about, but not today. I put my name out there on Complicated Knots Discord, so hopefully somebody will show up. If they do, I would like to hear from you, because I actually have never tried. I'm using Restream with Twitch and YouTube at the same time for quite some time, but I've never had somebody on YouTube chat with me, so I have no idea whether that works. So if you and I can't see any viewers, so to be honest, I know the live streams are happening because I can see them being uploaded and they are there, but otherwise I'm actually not quite sure whether streaming on YouTube is properly working. Because I had a few viewers on Twitch, but I never had anybody on YouTube. On the other hand, I couldn't find my own channel on YouTube, so for small YouTubers, it is actually very hard to be found, so there might just never have been anybody there. But I might repeat that later, just in case somebody shows up. There's no view count for YouTube. There is a 0 view count for Twitch. So you never know. But that's about it. What the hell? What kind of thing is this? Alright. I am looking at pictures of pineapples, and this one looked weird. Yeah, but first it is apparently cat petting time. Sometimes it is cat petting time. I have 2 cats. This is one of them. Black and gray, no white. The other one is just black. Also pretty much no white. Just a few errant hairs. But this little friend of mine needs to get actively pet. So if he wants to get pet, he actually wants all of your attention. That way I can't really get much done. Thankfully he doesn't really want to get pet all that often, although I miss him a lot if he doesn't. Yeah, you're my little buddy. You're my little best friend. Little best friend. Otherwise, I don't really have much to say. I am here on time. We shall see what happens. For a change on the proper time, we have eaten on a very normal time as well. So now it's just time to pet the cat and then crochet a bit. I do have a ton of projects, and I don't really know which one I should start with. Yes, my friend. We don't know which one we should start with because I have too many. And they're all on the table, but you can't really see them at the moment. Yeah, you little swoosh swoosh. These swoosh tails. I might need to start with trying to oof. Oh, you stop being so hairy, my friend. They're very scruffy because of summer. They're shedding a lot of hair. But it had been a little bit colder lately, so I thought you were pretty much done. But apparently not. Alright, let's figure out where YouTube saves its images, or where Google saves its images. Here, apparently. Show me the pictures. Alright, these are pictures. Good. What kind of fruit is this? It's just a square cube thing. Oh, mango is actually not that bad of an idea either. Although mango might not be all that awesome. What's up, kitty butt? You want pets on the other side, apparently. Yeah, more pets. Oh, the pets. Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's a good kitty. Where do you want to sit today? You have like 4 places to sit in this room. Oh, right. I need to put stuff from my pocket to the side. Yes, you're a sweet little kitty. Are you my sweet little kitty? Little lap kitty. That prevents me from doing anything. This is supposed to be a crochet stream, not a cat stream. Yeah, at some point I will have this room organized enough that I can actually show my face. At the moment there's stuff everywhere, so I should not start new projects, but I'm going to because I feel like it. With most projects I just can't do all the time anyway. I like crochet because I can do it in bed in the evenings for comfort and relaxation. And there are a lot of projects here that I actually need to take time for, so that's what we're doing right now. Alright, it is sitting time, so I'm just gonna move the camera back where it was on the desk. A bit tilted, but it's fine. Oh, I hope. Also haven't figured out why the chat window doesn't wanna be properly aligned, but I would like it to be on the black side of the view on the right, but I haven't been able to figure it out. It is in that direction, but I made it smaller and then it just centered itself on its own place and didn't go more to the right, so it didn't want to listen to me. Fortunately, I still have cat, so, well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for the stream, but he's laying down now, so not much to see, but he does needs to get pet. But I might be able to show you something. I was working on my blanket, and I was working on this little thing. I didn't really get any further. Don't really know what size crochet hook I use. Probably the regular one. But I'm working on that one. I was also planning to make a what do you call it? I'm sorry, I'm looking at weird fruit. Is this fruit? Oh, it might be dragon. No, that's the dragon fruit. I don't know. Noises from the outside. Alright. Anyway. I'm thinking of making a pineapple. I was looking at pictures for that. I think I might be able to, but it is kind of hard. Because it is a big thing and you need to make it smaller. I'm also thinking of blueberries. Or not blueberries. Actually, I look it up. No blueberries. Alright, I was confused with blueberries. There was yelling outside again. They're always yelling outside. Alright, blueberries. Yes. Kitty is moving. What do you want, kitty butt? Sorry, I'm listening for... There's something else happening outside. There's a weird ass yelling. Right. Maybe blueberries, but I also got... It's also very small, so I did make some grapes and I made some cherries, and I feel like it might look a lot alike if I try to make blueberries. So either I make a clump of small ones and it will look like a bunch of grapes, or I will make a few big ones and that might look like a bunch of cherries. I will get the patterns for them in a sec. I'm working on this little one, so I might finish this or I might draw up the pineapple. Depends on what I feel like. What's up, kitty butt? Are you comfy? Music is by Chillhop. I don't know much about copyright infringement and stuff, but for quite some time I've been putting on their videos and music and mentioning them, and I have not yet had any issues, not even on YouTube, with their with my videos that with my words are hard today, with my videos that are the uploaded live stream or the live stream. I have not had any issues. It did notice that it was from something else, but it did not give me issues. I do not intend to infringe on any copyright. I just have no idea how this works. I just want to listen to some music, so I put on some music, which is nice for the background, and if they have problems with it, my channel is not monetized, so it's not like I'm stealing money. But yeah. You want to go there? That's the spot you want to sit? Or do you want to sit on the other spot? Or the other spot you can sit on? He literally has 4 places to lie down in this room. Sweetheart, you can also get there via the floor. It is not hard. It is too small for you. You've gotten fat. Actually, I think well you can say that to a cat. But it is true. He has gotten a bit more chunky. And the spot he used to like to lay down in is actually was always fairly tight. And apparently he seems to have issues with it now. He's not that heavy. We just accidentally weighed him today. Yeah. A bit tight for you. It was always tight, but he liked it was tight. It was curled up like a little nugget. Yeesh. Now you're not happy. You don't fit in there anymore. We'll put you on a diet. Just haven't really gotten around to setting up the auto feeders properly. Yes, because you need to get fit like freaking 6 times a day, because otherwise you throw up. You might lose weight, but it's still not good for you. And somehow you don't lose weight either. Sweetheart, there are more places for you to sit. You can also sit over there. You can also sit over here. Kitty butt. Kitty butt. pillow here. You have pillow here. You have a nice place to lie down that you apparently don't want at all. No? Alright. Out of the stream, issues with the cat. The only problem is I am now covered in cat hair. And if I stand up to wash my hands and lap of cat hair, you will steal my chair. Yes, you will steal my chair. Come on, you like this place, don't you? I know you do. You've been whining about it quite some time. What do you want? No, this is not a good place. If you don't like this place, you have a lot of other spots to sit down in the rest of the house. Yes? I'm gonna clean my hands and stuff and hopefully steal the chair back. Be right back in a sec. Alright, I am back. My chair has not been stolen. I don't know where the cat is, to be honest. He's not in the room anymore. I am less covered in cat hair, although still a little. Apparently I didn't get everything. But at least now I can start doing something. Let me adjust the camera. Should be... yeah, sure. You might see the back of my head, that's fine. Alright. Let's see. Where did I put my stuff? There I put my stuff. Alright. Basically, this is one project I am working on for my little blanket. I should get the blanket. Should be here somewhere. Let me clear out the desk. I will pull them out one by one. Alright, this blanket. Oh, and some other stuff apparently. This blanket is mostly done. And I'm working on the edge, so that's one thing I can work on. The rest of this little edge I have done. Let's see, this is not yet. No, we are here. from this to there, a little over halfway. It takes quite a while, and since it's black I do need quite a bit of light, but this light should be sufficient. And apart from that, I do need to finish up some ends. I have put some little tapes on there, and there were finish up some ends as well. There were some issues, and I need to finish up these things, and then it is done. But I love this little blanket. I really like it. I used all of my old yarn, or a lot of my old yarn, with it. So I finally, after years, because I remember collecting that yarn or stealing it from my mom. This one's for later. Because I liked it so much and I never got around to doing it. I was saving it for a special project, and I finally decided that this was going to be the special project. Because I like this type of yarn. And I like rainbows and I like colors, and accidentally I collected an entire rainbow. Didn't think I had enough, but I actually did. So I made it and I really love it. But I love it so much that I want to make more. And I have said it in previous streams, but I might not have, yeah, I don't think anybody watched that. So I like most of it, but what I don't like is that these two rows, because I made them in rows eventually, these two rows have red or pink in the middle, and then just yellow and green, and yellow and green. So red, yellow, green, yeah, pink, yellow, green. And I switch them around, so that's fine. But this one has orange and purple and red. And to be honest, this one used to be there, so the yellow would be very close together. And that's why I'm probably gonna make another one, either with white as the background color or with black. I would like to make it in black, although I might need a lighter color brown, which is fine, because this is all the brown I got, so... Well, actually, it might be quite enough, depending on what I make. But I have this pattern. Who was this pattern from? A couple of pattern pieces lying around. Repeat Crafter Me. It is a corner crochet fruit basket blanket, obviously. So, alright, never mind. Just looked at it funny. Alright, but I would love to make another one, and I would love to actually make it bigger, because the little crocheting the little squares was actually not a big problem, and crocheting the border around it was quite a lot of work, but very easy to do because you don't really have to pay attention to it. The most annoying work was sewing them all together, but if you crochet them properly, it's probably not going to be a problem. Probably not going to be a problem. Yeah, that's fine. So I have this pattern with a red apple, but I thought it would be too much red because these ones were already red and this one was actually supposed to be red, until I decided I didn't like it because it had too many Christmas colors with the red in it. I actually started it before I decided that. And if I had a red apple, it would also be, yeah, it would be even more red. Although this one is now pink, so it's not that much of a problem. I might also do a dragon fruit. I would like to be able to do a dragon fruit. Did I save this one? Yeah, I saved this one. It's starting to rain quite badly here. That's fine. And she has a, what color? Oh no, it was a pink strawberry, so I might be able to get away with it if I make the strawberry pink and switch them around. But I also want to make some more, so I was thinking about a kiwi, about making a kiwi, so I'm trying this, although I don't want to cut the yarn because I don't intend to keep this little square. It's just a little trial piece. I designed it because it's a very low poly, low res fruit. They're just circles and little dots, so it's hard to find something similar. I'm presuming she designed all of these, and I'm trying to do the same, but I'm not really good at low poly simplifying things. I'm looking at pictures and I'm thinking of I think I can do a kiwi, and I think I can maybe do a pineapple. If I add in the red apple, I could have a green apple and a red apple, for example. Then I would have a 4x3 blanket of 12 squares. I could also do that and also add in the pink strawberry. And maybe, let's see, which ones could I make as well? So that would be a 4x3. I would like a 4x4, that would be awesome. But that does mean I would have to calculate the squares as well. But on the other hand, that is not the biggest problem. I could always make the room. I also wanted the space in between smaller, so I can make it bigger if I actually need to arrange it a bit more. But I could also try to make a dragon fruit, I think. So if we have the 12 and make it 13 with a pink, then I can make it 14 with possibly a dragon fruit. If I can do blueberries, I can make it 15. Maybe something like a mango. Or a... We have this pink, we don't have a light pink. I was thinking of doing a light pink in the border. I could add a light pink and make a peach. Most of these are not cut through except for the watermelon. So mango, peach, or maybe a star fruit. It's not impossible. And the dragon fruit, I can do either the outside or the inside. Might be able to. But it's a lot of work and very complicated. So that requires a lot of brain. And I ain't that good in brain. At least not while I'm crocheting. Crocheting and braining is not the same thing. So I might be project 1, continuing this thing. Because I have the proper light here, so I could just brain dead crochet this thing. I can't crochet it in bed, which I would prefer, because the light is too low and I need to not have bright lights in the bedroom, otherwise I can't sleep. So that's project 1. Project 2 is of course continuing this and making more designs, which are actually 2 different projects, so that's 2 and 3. Put this to the side. Once that is done, I can use the leftover yarn that I have used for this thing to make granny squares, just for the hell of it, because it's a pretty rainbow. And I will probably not have enough to make more, but I need to finish the trial pieces and possibly start a new blanket before I can actually do that. But it's not gonna happen today, so there's nothing in here, just a little baggie. Project, now this 1, 2, and 3. Project number 4 is this beautiful start of a D20, which I have sewn together mostly, then tried to crochet over the edges, which I wanted to do just so it is not that much of a round ball and has nice ridges. And I realized that if I'm crocheting over the edges, that the yarn I used was the gray yarn is still visible. So I wanted to replace the gray yarn with the red yarn, and that's a pain in the ass because I don't like sewing things together. And I also need to finish up did a few, but I need to finish up most of the holes. Well, I actually did most. Thankfully I did that with the red yarn because that was easier. But I need to finish up some of them. I haven't done... I've actually done most of them. All the ones that are actually put together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need to do this one because all the leftover bits and bobs. I put them together to have this one as one end and this one as the other end, and I started sewing the middle together a little bit, but I can't really sew it together until I have all the tips, all the little bits sewn together. And I can't do that until I have all the sides sewn together. So whenever I have all the sides sewn together, I can't reach the middle bits anymore. But that's a problem for another day. At least I have a D20. It is based on a real D20. That's why all the numbers are in different directions, because they were on the D20 as well. It was a pain to put together. It was a pain to embroider. And it was a pain to figure out what direction all the triangles should go, and it was a pain to figure out all the directions that numbers should go. So I've just written them down with pen, so some of them are just dirty. I hope it will go out with washing, but it is just a trial. Well, I hope it will be good, but I was just trying out something to see whether I liked it, and I like the crocheting, but that was just a bunch of triangles, and I dislike the putting together process, but I do like the end result, even though my embroidery process was so weird that some of them are just clumped together numbers. So that's project number 4 I could be working on. It would be smart to do that. These are little pieces of yarn that I've used for this one. Project number 4 I could be working on. Right? Yes. Yes. Tidy up my little baggie with leftover yarn tails. I keep them for stuffing, and just because. And I have another project here. This is a bag. I have made another one. I started a second one. It's supposed to hang on the ceiling with yarn in it. I think I might have made this one a bit too big, but I think I'm just gonna finish it. It's a bit clumpy on the bottom, but on the other hand, it doesn't really matter. And I've actually put in so much time that I might as well just finish it. Although we're not even halfway through, so I could just frog it and start over and make it a little bit smaller, because the other one was actually also huge. And I could keep huge amounts of these skeins of yarn in there. But I'm just gonna... Will I finish this one? I'm actually far along, but it is a lot more work than the other one because I made it bigger. I'll just finish it. Alright, project number 5, right? I'm working on. I am surprisingly organized today. This is just accessories, stuff. Oh, that's just great. I could also tidy up the place because it's a mess. There's a lot of crap over there. There's a lot of crap over here. And I also have this thing. This thing is technically done. I don't know if I showed it on stream yet. It's a top. There's this fella. Plastified Aestus top from Anna Crochet. Booked by Anna.com. I couldn't, the moment I tried to download it, the website didn't work, but I looked up the name and I found it somewhere else. And the post-its are for just for note taking, because I have plastified, or whatever it's called, this thing. I've made it because it was very warm in summer. And I wanted something to wear over my regular top, because I feel like I have a little bit of belly, but I like a small top to wear as basics, because I tend to get very warm when I'm walking around outside. If it's warm outside, it's not often warm outside. That's why I get so hot if it is warm, because I'm not used to it, because I live in the Netherlands. And it's usually this kind of weather, sort of rainy, rainy, rainy. You can hear the rain. That's unfortunate. It is very nice. But this one is just a trial piece, test piece, a bit big, but to see how the size is, and even in this top I have a belly. I don't like it. I was thinking of buying a loose fitting overgarment. I'm not fat, it's just I like my pants low down, and I gained some weight, but the shirts I was wearing, the tops I was wearing were already fairly tight before, but I usually wear something over them. And all the things I wear over them are also too tight and usually a bit too warm or not breezy enough. We had a couple of nice, very nice days, and I had to go outside and walk around, and I got too hot. I should have just bought a loose fitting shirt, but I didn't. I got inspired to crochet something, and what happened is this thing is warm. The fabric is also fairly coarse. This specific yarn, this one is this is also fairly coarse, but this one actually is the worst of the ones that I've got. Somebody gave me some yarn, and why not? It has a nice little shell stitch at the bottom, because it's not part of the pattern. But because I made this, I've never made any colors before, I can actually learn stuff from it. So I wanted to make another one, because it's actually getting colder. Might be able to wear it in winter, although I do have a belly, but I might figure out something. Might buy higher up pants. I do have this. This is very, very, very soft. Weirdly enough, this one is soft. I got it in the same bunch, and it's the same kind of yarn, but this is a softer variant, and it's a very pretty blue-greenish color. So I was thinking of trying to figure out a way to make this thing, but better. This is already a large. I'm thinking of going up 1 or 2 hook sizes, just to have the stitches be bigger. I'm thinking of this one hangs over the shoulders, because it's just a ridge, but it's supposed to fold up, and that is fine. What I was thinking of, because if I use a bigger, so I need to make a swatch to see how large the stitches get, so I can figure out how big this will be and how many stitches I need. And this is the start of the piece, and so I will need to know beforehand how many stitches I need. I can always make this bigger faster, so I can also edit some stuff, but not too much. I also need to, because it does need to hang a little low down. I was thinking of figuring out something to pinch this, because then it should, especially because this one will be wider if I use a bigger crochet hook, it will be harder to fold it over my shoulder. So I was thinking of doing something with stitches here to pinch it a bit. And the back side is not as bad, although I could do the same thing there. Just a little pinch here and there. Instead of starting with 2, or starting here with 2 and ending with 1, I could just make this 1. And then we'll have a little hook. Same thing here. But I needed to make it to know where that would fall, which is still hard to do. See? That's fine. But I don't think I'm gonna do that, because I need to wear it, and that is not interesting on stream. But that is project number 6. This yarn is just waiting here for me whenever I have time. Should get around to it. I finished it because That was project number 5, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is gonna be project number 6. I have made this sweet little turtle, and I would like him to be bigger. I have watched a tutorial from Complicated Knots to size up your turtle, but first I want to make him with a double strand yarn. So this is a pattern from Crochet by Jenna, and Jenna with a G. It is a very sweet little turtle. I would like him to be bigger. I'm thinking of maybe selling the plushies. I have quite enough yarn, although it is coarse, it is still quite cute. So I want to try making him bigger. I don't know where the other skein of yarn is, but it should be here somewhere. So that is project number, how much? 7, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, project number 7. I will put away all the things I'm not making. Project number 7. I have made Complicated Knots roly-poly. Just a sec, I need to check something. Because I just want to know. Nope, no messages, no nothing. No nothing? I'm mostly worried if the YouTube chat doesn't work, whether somebody might have said something. Probably not. Alright, nothing. And I'm hoping my audio is off. Alright. Alright, nothing. I made this little friend. I didn't use safety eyes on him, but I managed to give him, for the first time that I did this, never crocheted eyeballs before, but I gave him sweet little eyes and I made him and he works, and it was a freaking pain to put together, but I really like him. But my back hurts when I look at him. I know the little worm in here is always scrunched up or folded up, and he's very sweet, and if you look at him like this, it's a perfect little nugget. I accidentally had proper pillbug colors, so I made him in proper pillbug colors, at least general pillbugs around here, because I do a lot of yard work, so I know my little friends. And he rolls up quite nice and he folds up quite nice, but my back hurts when I see him, and I would love to make more of him with better eyes. But I want to change the pattern. I've been looking at it for quite some time, and I'm thinking, don't know how to make his back, but I think it should be possible. If you have the piece in the back as a separate piece, and you have maybe a little flaps to go on them, but it has been quite a little while since I was working on this one. But I was planning to make the little foot piece, which I think I did. Yeah, I did. Make the little foot piece, and the head piece, and the butt piece. Fold over and pull these things together and fill them. And then you'll have something vaguely resembling the same head and the same butt. And then you have the little belly piece and little squared pointed out side pieces, because these parts barely fold. And then you can attach the entire back piece, but I might need to put up little ridges. And that actually sounds even more complicated than the original pattern. So I have no idea whether this is smart or not. But I got to the point where I was trying to figure out the back piece. But that is kind of confusing, because if I remember correctly, you get the... It has actually been a couple of months since I worked on this one. I should have kept working on it for a bit more. Didn't really have time anymore. They are sewn together here. And what happens is you crochet one row and then another one and another one and another one. And they have a tendency to fall to one side. But I believe it has been sewn together in such a way where there are multiple rows that are folding this side and then one that side. So I don't really remember how that was supposed to work. I think I can probably make something happen with front post and back post crochet. The crocheting was not such a problem, but I did want to do this as a separate piece because I really hate the rows of slip stitching after another, and it doesn't really fold that much on the side anyway, so it might as well just start folding a little bit higher up. I think that should actually work, but I might just be wrong and I might need to frog it all. But that's the other little project number 7, I think. He's my little friend. I cannot embroider, I cannot crochet eyeballs. This is what happens. I was thinking of leaving this little edge loose so he could put it up on as a hat. I might even try to undo it. But he's still cute and I like it. I wasn't trying to steal complicated knots pattern. If I actually ever managed to make this pattern a bit simpler, I will probably show her the notes and she can do with it what she wants. I'm not gonna sell it. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I also like a challenge. And I prefer the challenge of trying to simplify things. And I like crocheting. I dislike sewing things together. So simple things would be best. But I will be working on this another time. I made it blue and white because some of our pill bugs are also blue and white, although if they are bright blue, apparently they have some kind of disease, but they are pretty though, and they're mostly almost fluorescent blue. These ones go back. I have a couple more projects that are actually the blankets in here, and a couple of things I need to find bits for, but for now I think this is going to be it. Get my crochet hooks. In case anybody wants to let their opinions be known of which project they want me to start on. Otherwise I'm probably going to start with designing the bits and bobs and then finishing up this one because I want it done. It needs to get finished. I am very bad at finishing things, so at some point it just needs to get done. I'll actually put that there. I'm gonna work on it anymore. Here's my or I might work on this one. So all the projects that are currently on the desk can stay on the desk. And that's first hour done, and that's a breakdown of all my projects. Awesome. Yeah, it's getting a bit cold in here. Alright. I will finish up this thing. I think I used the regular hook size I used for the blankie. So that means I need this one for this, because the edge is a bit more annoying than the rest. And I will try to finish this one first. Let's get comfy. Where was I? Ah, yes, here. Did I get across the corner? I have just done this one. I'm starting this one. So that's 2, and then right back to green. Thanks. So no brown needed there. Corner to corner crochet is a lot of fun, and it's fairly easy to do if you get the hang of it. But it is a giant tangle of yarn. I'm thinking of doing a corner to corner crochet pixel art thing of perhaps old Zelda sprites or old Final Fantasy sprites, Final Fantasy 6 or something. But those are actually significantly larger than these kind of sprites or pixel grids, and are actually a lot more work. Why didn't I write the size down? This feels like it's gonna be too big. Oh well, it doesn't matter for a little test piece. I was actually looking, oh right, I was looking for Shovel Knights. I was looking for a proper sprite. But I can only find player sprites. Which one would be the regular sprite? Yeah, with this broom in hand. Sorry, got distracted by Shovel Knight sprites. I am actually thinking of making one of those. I just don't really know whether that is fun if you just make one of them. I mean, what are we gonna do with it? Just hang it on the wall like a little tapestry? It's gonna be like this big, not that big. I might make it in micro crochet actually. I was thinking of doing something with that as well. Have I mentioned I have ADD? I tend to have 50 projects at once. I have learned that that is actually not a good thing as such, but it is an inevitable thing. And it's a thing that keeps life fun. Also a thing that you can't really stop. So I might as well learn to deal with it. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. I need to deal with it because I can't stop it anyway. It's like an avalanche. Hello, Spectation Mike. I am currently crocheting. I am crocheting a little trial piece for the next version of this blanket. This is a little fruit blanket, corner to corner crochet. I will put this one to the side. Don't need to be on screen all the time. I made this one a little while ago. It's not completely done, but I am going to I would like to make another version with this, with a few more fruits. It is not my pattern, it's patterned by Repeat Crafter Me. And I would like to make a version with a few more fruits. Because I like it and I would like it bigger. with more stuff. So I am currently crocheting a little test piece for a kiwi fruit, to see if I can actually make it in this low of a graphical pixel arty style without it being unrecognizable. It is in corner to corner crochet, which is a specific way to crochet, and it lends itself very well to pixel art things, although it tends to get very big very quickly. Thank you for the wow. This is the back side, so it's a bit messy. Although it doesn't need to be in the final piece, but this is just a little test piece. I might just keep it as a backdrop, although it is very busy. You can suggest anything, but it has... there are always... most things are not that easy as they seem to be. So if I say no, don't be insulted, but you can always suggest anything. Can you crochet? Or how did you get here? 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I need 6? Yes, I needed 6. My yarn is smelly. Why is my yarn smelly? Oh well. Two, 3. Probably. I don't really remember you actually being in the chat. Although I'm not good with names if they show up once. So I might have just forgotten. Let's see. We need the white on this side. Come on, white. And you saw me starting to stream and you figured you'd join in. You are very welcome to keep me company. It is kind of quiet at the moment. It is always quiet, but it is also quiet at this moment. Alright. Ooh, messy strings. What? Crocheting? Yeah, that's how you write it. I have been crocheting technically since I was a child, because we got it taught at school, but that was just making a little string with loops and connecting those strings together. So that's not really what I'm actually doing here today. I think it might have been 2018 that I've actually picked it up again. I don't know why. And we have Secret Santa-y things. So I made my brother-in-law a giant cactus. But I was so new to the hobby, although I did like it a lot. I got myself not technically a frozen shoulder, but a shoulder inflamed shoulder that took quite some time to go away, and then I didn't really want to crochet anymore because I had crocheted too much, and I figured I wouldn't crochet ever again. But April last year I picked it up again, and I'm actually still really obsessed with it. It is a lot of fun. I can make all kinds of things with it. To be honest, I've been crocheting for a year now, or continuously, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be kiwi. Hopefully it's also recognizable if I finish it. And then I can, it's a bit messy, but then I can add it to the well, I can't add this one, but I can add it to the roster for the next one I want to make. To be honest, I have not made that much things because I am hesitant to make things for myself because I have too much stuff already. But I just like crocheting a lot, so I decided to quit being worried and just make stuff, because making stuff is fun. If you can make stuff, make stuff. Let's see, so I came here, went there, and get back there. This is pretty much how a corner-to-corner crochet pattern works. It's just pixel art and you go from corner to corner. I have better patterns, but this is enough. So I need 2 little squares in the corner. Oh dear. Or did I start not April last year, but the year before? That actually might have been. No. Not last April, the April before, so 2023. I started again and then I actually got seriously into it, so. I have started before, but not that continuously. So for a little over a year now. Alright, this one is a lot more complicated than all the other ones. Awesome. Alright, I had a leftover yarn bit. Alright. So now we need the brown. On the other side again. Oh, I pulled my yarn too tight. Oh well. Little test piece. Come on, my friend. Yes and yes. And not too tight. No. Well done. You go to the side. Corner to corner crochet unfortunately does make a bit of a mess with all the yarn that I have attached at the same time. But eventually, if it's not too big, you'll get through and then you can pull them out again. And it gets easier the further along you get. Nope, please cooperate, yarn. This is a bit of a busy backdrop. No, please cooperate, my friend. Yes, thank you. At least it's gonna be a kiwi. I also want to make a pineapple and I'm gonna try to make a dragon fruit and what else did I want to make? A dragon fruit, blueberries, maybe. I think blueberries are going to be hard, but I would like to use the blue that I've used in the edge as well. Because that's just a lot of fun. And maybe a peach, maybe a mango. I would like to have 16, but I currently have 9. And I can add a red apple and a pink raspberry. No, not raspberry. Strawberry, pink strawberry. As well. So I would have 11. So now I'm currently making number 12. And maybe number 13 if the pineapple is gonna be working for me, although I do have trouble simplifying images. That's gonna be the hardest part. The original pattern was with all the fruits, so I didn't have to do anything except for follow the pattern. And some creative interpretations of the pattern if necessary. But now I actually have to design my own fruits, and that's kind of hard. It's harder to do than just follow a plain pattern. Yes? Alright. Are we connected properly? Yes, we are. Alright. So the most of the seeds. Come on. Because most of the seeds are in one row, interestingly enough. That's what you get. This is going to be an entire row of black, which is not always a good thing, but we'll figure it out. It's only one way to find out. And now I need a yellow for the center. When I was working on this one, I decided I really wanted to do it in background color black. Don't know how to do the bits of the watermelon. I'm probably gonna make them brown or dark brown or something. But that's fine. But the white gets dirty so quickly. I just wanna have a darker one. Then I saw a lot of videos of people crocheting, and I noticed that rainbow colors or pastel rainbow colors and black actually were an amazing looking match. Black is kind of hard to crochet with because you can't really see where you need to insert your hook, but it is a good contrast color for a lot of things. And I am one of the generation that used to wear all black, so I would love stuff in black anyway. Like a bright and colorful rainbow blanket with a black background. Alright, back to the black. My cat is yelling at me. Don't really know why. Probably is bored. What time is it? Yes, not really time for anything. Not food time, not bedtime. So it's probably a bored kitty time. But he's not yelling his head off yet, so it should be fine. I also saw a pineapple picture. That's one too many. It might be a bit too much. We don't need that many, to be honest. And I used brown and a different kind of yellow. So I might try to make that happen as well. And with green for the stem, I have more greens. So I think a pineapple might also be doable. Nope. Work with me. Please. 2, 3. Alright, that's all the black that I need for this row. There we go. Do you watch a lot of crochet people on Twitch? Or was it just an accident that you ended up with me? Oh dear, that's a cat. The cat is upset. He is lonely. Every one of his humans are hidden away. So sad. Poor kitty. Actually, you need brown, not green. Come here, brown. I don't really need yellow anymore. So let's go get brown and tighten up the white. Thank you. I need you later. Not yet. It tends to tighten too much. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And black. Might have put the brown over black. We'll figure out something. We will figure out something. There are a lot of easier ways to actually work with your yarn if you are actually willing to cut it. I am currently not, because this is a test piece. So I want to be able to easily frog it, although I might need to cut some of it if I want to make more test pieces. Although I could just untangle it and use it with something else. Where's the white? Where did you go, white? Oh, there you are. It does take up a little bit longer if you make it this difficult for yourself. Oh, go on, my man. Yes, yes, and let's go. Yes, no, which one? This one, yes, all right. Tighten the brown, because now I can. And this is how I made most of these, so it is a lot of fun. I like the corner to corner style. It gives a nice texture as well. Quite interesting. It's open, quite interesting, although I might have made it with even one needle size larger. Alright, we have ended up here, so I am at the actual corner, so I do still need 2. And I probably need to open the door for the cat, otherwise he's gonna yell his little head off. 1, 2, 3. Let's finish up this little square. Such a sad and upset kitty. The poor thing. Alright, I'm gonna check up on the cat. Thirsty. What up, Brenda? What do you want? I'm gonna get something warm to wear. What do you want? Alright, I'm back. I was not gone for long or very far away. Alright, got something vaguely resembling a blanket. It's getting drafty in here. It's kind of cold outside for how warm it has been lately. let's get more white yarn freed from this little tangle and make the corner. And since I'm halfway now, it's gonna be easier. From now on, every row is gonna be shorter. It makes it go quicker. So the start is always kind of boring because you get one color and then it gets interesting and every row gets more complicated and longer. And at some point it gets annoying and then you can shorten your rows again, which I kind of like. I'm thinking of doing either Shovel Knight or Final Fantasy VI sprite blanket, but I do need the right color. Well, not a blanket, just one single square to be honest. But I do need the right colors. And I need a proper sprite to be able to see where all the pixels go. I couldn't really find a proper Shovel Knight sprite. Although I might need to just figure out a way to take it from the game. That's actually not too bad. Let's see. Actually, I've been looking at this one before. And surprisingly, it still has quite a few pixels. Alright, stop being distracted, lady. Get back to crocheting. Otherwise this thing is never gonna get done. Alright, where's the... Oh, I don't need the brown. Brown can stay here. Good. I do need the green though. And that has been left on the other side. And kind of tangled up. I am going to untangle this mess a bit. But yes, it is supposed to become a kiwi. It is scrunched up for its own good, but we are getting there. I have audio from this thing, I hope not. I wish I could zoom in further. Maybe I should just look at a game for Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight and Tinker Knight are very cute. Alright, got distracted again, as you do. Alright, I was gonna untangle the thing. Because I feel like I've stuffed away the green underneath that thing. Could also make a creeper actually. These are perfect creeper colors. Just a creeper image. Or maybe a 3D creeper. I could do that too. Creeper. Let's see. It's not impossible actually. Not too shabby. Maybe. Oh, Kitty is upset. Why is my kitty upset? Because he's so lonely. Are you a lonely kitty? Why are you such a lonely kitty? Oh, what a lonely kitty. Oh, what a lonely kitty. Oh, such a lonely kitty. Sorry, this is a nice and giant tangled mess. I should have put the yarn in the work on the other side, but now I need to get the little skein of yarn underneath itself or underneath the other ones. Otherwise I'm always gonna have to work with it on the other side, or I might be wrong. I might be doing this for nothing. I just feel like I need to. Makes sense. You know what? I'm gonna try to figure out a different way to do this. I think I should be able to. I can just move it over. I need some black. I need some. Can just, yeah, I can just do this. All right, might be easier. Let's switch over to green. And some length, please. Where's the other side? Oh dear, I have tangled myself up quite a bit. Try again. Almost usually this goes faster, just with the giant tangled mess that I've made. It makes it kind of hard. Kind of a lot harder to do. All right, my friend, come on. There we go. Yes, are we in the right place? Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3. Now we can actually make something of this. And I need 6 again. It mirrors itself. Alright. I'm not gonna do a creeper. It's fun, but it's probably not gonna happen. This one actually should work. I would rather have a Shovel Knight brand. Is this the actual cause? Might be. I think actually this might be the best for my purposes. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 pixels up by pretty much the same thing wide, maybe a bit wider. This is 10 by 10 or something. So Shovel Knight is about 3 times as big as one of these little squares. And that is not a problem, except that you get a giant yarn tangle. To be honest, I've been thinking of starting things like what it's called, pearl beads or something, to satisfy my need for pixel art. Because that should work a lot better than trying to crochet, because crochet is just a more fluid medium and it doesn't really lend itself properly for pixel art. I mean, I can do this, but it's a very low poly kind of thing. So it only works if you make it very stylized and very low pixel-ish. But let's try to finish my kiwi first. I have like 10 little projects I'm currently working on, so I actually showed all of my projects at the start of the stream, all my crochet projects, but I didn't really show actually all of them. I still have more, but I'm not gonna work on those. Hello, Laya Boshar. Laya? Yeah. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have somebody from YouTube for a change. Have you come here via the Complicated Knots Discord? Glad to have you. I'm currently working on my second version of my rainbow fruit basket blanket thing. Ah, you are from the UK? Then this should be a decent time for you. Welcome to the stream. Let me check something. How did you arrive on my channel? Ah, yes. Cats need feeding. Go feed your cats. Yarn. Come here, Yarn. We are over halfway with the little kiwi friend. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Beautiful. And let's see. Get the white back here. Usually when I made this one, I cut off a little yarn for each side, so I didn't have to pull the yarn past. Because you can actually count the amount of squares that you have, and then you can actually calculate how much yarn you will need for a given part of the pattern. So that makes things a bit easier unless you have a very complicated pattern, which I probably will be doing in the future, but not right now, I think. You found me on YouTube. How did you find me on YouTube? I could barely find myself on YouTube, but I'm glad you're here. It's fun to have somebody from YouTube for the first time. YouTube tends to, if you don't have any videos on it, the live streams don't really get promoted that well. But I like you being here. I like the company. It's quite a busy night for me. Comparatively, not in real life, just on the stream. All right. Yeah, I was wondering if you are from the UK, why you would have spelling mistakes. But everybody makes mistakes or has trouble. That's fine. Even if you are a bot, you are still welcome in the stream as long as you don't go spamming. But if you are artistic, you are also welcome in the stream. And if you have trouble spelling, you are also welcome in the stream. It might only, but you are probably aware that it makes communication harder, but that's no reason to not have fun. How many cats do you have? One, two, three. our way back with the corner to corner crochet. Let's see, I think it's 1 square of white this time and then back to the brown. I did not ask for your age, I was asking you how many cats you have. I do not want to know your age, because that is not a thing we ask on YouTube. We are all just people. And if you are too young, I would hope you don't have a husband. That would be weird. You said you have cats, not kids. You said you had to feed the cats. I was wondering how many cats you had. I don't know if the microphone is making weird things. Oh, nice. I have 2 cats. Cats are awesome. They are so cute. All cats are cute. Two and 3 stitches. 1 brown and 2 green and then 1 black. 1 brown. 2 green. No, cats get old. It's sad to see them get old, but we love them nonetheless, right? Even old cats are nice. Just sad for them. But if you go to the vet, they can help with pain, cat pain, and you can always make stuff for them or help them if they need help. If cats get old, we need to take care of them. All right. I am starting to get bored with this little kiwi. So I'm probably going to finish this round of crochet and then I'm going to try to figure out a pineapple pattern. This one was supposed to be black. Never mind. And if I can't figure that one out, I'm probably gonna just crochet something boring. I do need the black yarn. Where did it go? Here and here. Alright, I'll just pull it up through. Yeah, you have to give the cat painkillers. Yeah, the vet knows exactly what painkillers are safe for cats, and that helps. That helps them a lot. A friend of mine's cat made it to 19. He was very old. That was a very sweet kitty. At some point, his caretaker had to wash him very often because he couldn't take care of himself anymore. But he was happy as a kitty until the last day. He was very well taken care of, which is very cute. Is one of your cats a lab cat and the other ones are not? Some cats are lab cats and some cats are not. Some cats are lab cats if you have a blanket on your lap and not if you don't. Some cats just like to be comfy. And some cats don't really like it if you move around too much. Are your cats outdoor cats or indoor cats? Are they allowed to be outside or are they just inside? All right. And do you crochet as well or do you have other hobbies? If you want to tell me, you don't have to, but hobbies are fun. Too much yarn. All right. It's nice if it's safe for your cats to be outside. They like to be outside, or at least most of them do. Not all of them, but most of them like to go on adventures. And you watch stuff on TikTok and YouTube? Nice. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of fun stuff to watch on TikTok and YouTube. Do you watch a lot of live streams or mostly just videos on YouTube? Is there live streams on TikTok? I've not watched stuff on TikTok. Oh, I'm getting hungry again. I thought I ate enough, but apparently not. I made tomato and vegetable chicken soup. It was very tasty, very filling, but apparently I'm hungry again. I even had some ice cream, but it's probably not enough. Alright. Come on, yarn. Please cooperate. 2, 3, and stop. Tangle. A tangle of yarn. That's nice. Alright, and switch over to the white again. Where's the white yarn? Oh, you have 2 fake accounts. That's unfortunate. That sounds annoying. As long as you have fun, though. That's the most important thing. This is a, yes, here. Box battle. Don't know what box battle is. What is box battle? Let's see if we can do this underneath the brown yarn. This is so much more of a tangled mess than I was hoping for. Oh well. Alright. Lengthen that yarn and there we go. And there we go. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I have this row finished. So I'm over halfway, which is all kinds of fun. I might have an egg to eat. I cooked eggs this afternoon. I think I'm going to eat that later tonight. That should not give me issues with sleeping, hopefully. You shouldn't eat before you sleep, but I can't really sleep with an actually growling stomach. I usually have some crisps somewhere, but not at the moment. They ran out. Still too short, this yarn. Come on, my man. Let's see. Let's make the start of the next row. Which is not going to be much. And then I'm done fighting this yarn for today. I'm going to try to design a little pineapple-y thing and maybe a little blueberry thing. Although I don't think it's going to be much at the moment. I need to read your comment because I'm trying to understand what box battle. Box battle is sending gifts to people in the box and leveling up. It's usually 15 and above, and mic has to be off, and the winner gets a prize on a live stream from host. It sounds like gambling. But I've never heard of it. A platform for learning and knowledge training in a game format. Oh, that is nice. That's a nice thing to have. Learning is important. That's good. Sounds like fun. Good. Alright, I was going to try to figure out a pineapple. This is how far I got with my kiwi. It is a bit warped because I pulled the yarn too tight on the back. But I am done for now. I'm gonna throw this one to the side. I don't feel like making more. Let's see if I have enough. Yeah, sure, whatever. I can always reconfigure stitches. All right. Some hosts do level 1 box battles, but winner have to go live on their live stream and host give them a prize in the winner live stream. Alright. That would be hard if you are too young to be on stream though. I'm gonna have a separate piece. Alright. But fair enough. I had a lot of pictures of pineapples. Where are my pineapples? Could also try to make passion fruit. I don't want to make avocado. That's weird. Made enough. Enough of those. Alright, I'm getting tired. Let's see. Nope. Clear off the desk. These one step. Go. Then I put my pencils. Pencils and pens. There we go. Alright. My arm is a bit messy. There were too many mosquitoes. Let's see. Where is my friend? My friend Pineapple. Yes, I could do that. I had a few of them that looked kind of interesting. Although I could just switch out. Let's make something vaguely pineapple shaped. Something like this. And then up to here, it's just basically an oval. And have some leaf-like thingies here. Yeah, you just watch box battles and you don't join in. It sounds like fun. Sounds like learning. Let's see. This would be pretty much the same size as this one, I think. It's not that much bigger, actually. I was afraid it would be too large. I have quite a lot of pictures saved. Where's my saved pictures? Ugh. A lot of pineapple pictures. Or just basically this one. But this is an outline. I could make a coconut, but I don't have different hues of brown. Of course, I could just get different hues of brown. Let's see. I had one, which actually looked quite interesting. Don't know where it went though. Where did you go, my little pineapple? Not here, apparently. No, I don't watch Box Battle. Well, no. I have not heard as the Royal King. I heard as the mowing. Oh no, it's SB mowing. It's something completely different. Different, I think. Let's see if pineapple has triangles. So basically stuff like this. So that would mean something like this. Does it have triangle? Shape things. Something like this. Vaguely, something like this. Oh, that's actually not the right one. Alright. Making a mess already. Skip one, and this one. This one. This one, this one, and this one. I might check it out at some point. But not right now. Is the Royal King. Alright. Which will be this shaped. I could do the squares in brown. And you will have little triangle bits in between. Or no, not triangle, mainly square bits in between. And I can use the different kinds of brown for that, I guess. Did it have lighter on the top? Yes, it did, because of how the light falls. Alright. That's actually not that shabby, to be honest. Although it's going to be a pain to crochet, but it does seem to look quite nice. I have two different colors of yellow, but I don't think I have two different colors of yellow pencil, so that will be a bit harder to do. Does it need a bottom side? No, it's just rounded off. And that means I will do the light yellow on top and the slightly darker yellow on the bit on the bottom. What we need to do now is figure out the rest of the thing. Do I have a eraser? Yes, I do. Somewhere, apparently. Alright, let me get the little squares. They seem vaguely pineapple shaped. Although I did also see one with actual triangle, but that was on its side. That was kind of harder to do. I might make a little mix of brown and yellow to represent a darker yellow. Something like this. Looks vaguely like pineapple. Do I have a darker yellow somewhere? More pencils. Oh, they are buried in all kinds of stuff. As you do. It's probably the same color as this one. No, it's actually not. It's actually a bit darker. Alright, let's try this out. See if this looks vaguely like pineapple. I'm just gonna draw it now because I have my yarn already tangled up in the kiwi. But if I look at it tomorrow or the day after and I still feel like it's pineapple-y, I might just try crocheting it. And I still need to figure out the leaves. Should be a bit easier than the rest of it. Or I might be making this way too complicated and it should just make a yellow square with some brown dots in it. That might be easier. Now it is actually square, so I need it to not be square. Where's my brown? What were you saying? He started a lot of drama of summer as Queen Mushdoll and Queen Lady Mushfeld, King of the Jungle, threatening women on TikTok. I blocked him. You blocked him. Alright. I never heard of those people, but you shouldn't be threatening people, so That makes sense. Although you never know the whole story, but if they are feeling threatened, then that's what you need to do, I guess. Alright, one more in the middle. There we go. And how would we make little leaves? It is pointy leaves. Do we want to make it complicated, or do we just want to make a couple of green bits? Something like this. Vaguely pointy green shape. Something like that. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Vaguely pointy green shape. I could always switch around with the colors. I feel like this might translate pineapple just fine. Actually, it does look like pineapple. Might need to make it a little smaller, so I might give it a little less leaves. But this does look vaguely like pineapple, to be honest. Just a lot of regular yellow. That should do the trick. Or make it simpler. I could probably make it easier, or at least a bit simpler. But this is gonna be the next idea, but not right now, because I am done for now. I could also make the little square bits a little bit smaller. Oh, actually seeing it on screen, it looks quite nice. It does need to be a bit smaller, I think. It is quite high up. Let's see how big I actually managed to make it. How big did you get, my friend? There you are. You've already been blocked by somebody. And another one, he's right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's see, if we have one line around it, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 high, which is kind of hard to integrate in this pattern, but it might be interesting. We shall see. Alright, I am done with this. I am for today. You can stay here though. Alright, underneath the blanket, or I can just keep it here. Alright. I'm gonna crochet some boring stuff on this little blanket, because I need some of it to be done, and I currently have enough light, and then I'm probably gonna work on this one a little bit as well. The stories you tell about these online games, it sounds like the stories people used to tell about what was it called? Wrestling. Kind of sounds like crazy drama. How's my music doing actually? Oh, music is doing fine. Alright, that's nice. It switched over to another song. That seems fine. So you watch quite a few, you have quite a few favorites. It's nice. Do you learn stuff from Box Battle? Do you feel like you've learned stuff from Box Battle? Alright, I'm currently gonna crochet the crab stitch. This is an interesting stitch because it goes backwards. Yeah, I'm not comfy. Let's get comfy. What time is it? It is currently 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna be streaming for long because I need to get up early in the morning. And I'm hungry as well, so I need to eat something as well. I do have bread. We shall see. I also have some soup. But it's called a crab stitch, I believe, or a backward single crochet. And it's pretty much the same as a regular single crochet, except you go the other way. You hold your hook in the same way and you crochet in the same way, but you don't go forward, you go backward. Yeah, it's not necessary to get into the drama. Some people like it, but only if it's fake drama. It's just jokes drama. That is fun, but not actual drama. I feel like my microphone webcam is a bit too far away. Come on, webcam. Show me the hands. The hands need to be on stream, because that's what I do. Otherwise you can't see what I'm doing. Do you have other hobbies? Or do you just watch stuff on TikTok? Do you draw? Or do you play video games? You just watch TikTok. Do you have a computer to play video games on, or do you just have a phone? Because one game I really can recommend, or two games, I like to play RimWorld and I like to play Terraria, and those are very fun games. But on phone they are not as good. Or at least Terraria is on phones, but it's not as good. Controls are harder on phone. And I like to play Dungeons and Dragons with friends, but that's a bit harder to do because you need to get friends crazy enough to play Dungeons and Dragons, and that's a lot of work. Why not? Playing games is fun. It does cost money though, or at least to buy them. No, making friends online is can be hard and dangerous. It's fun to have online friends online. It's fun to chat with people online, but those are for online only. Don't make. It's not often you get to make online friends that are actually proper friends. And friends are hard. Hard are a lot of work. Thankfully, my boyfriend has had a good friend group that have joined, that I have been able to join. They are very nice people, but I wouldn't want friends from online to actually in real life. I did have a lot of good online friends when I played Tribal Wars back in the days. No, you just watch people. That's fine. You don't draw either? Drawing is always fun to do while watching stuff. But you need good pencils for it, otherwise it's just frustrating. I could crochet an avocado. That's also fun. I like making things, but it's always more work than I think it is. Drawing is not that messy. But that's fine. If you like TikTok, you watch TikTok. Everybody has their hobbies. And cats are a hobby too. Cats are nice. Cats are good to have company. It is a bit cold at the moment here. Unfortunately, I have a lot of yard work to do, and I don't really like having to work in the garden when it's wet. Life, unfortunately, is messy sometimes, but yeah, that's part of life. This little edge is taking way too long. Somehow, this takes up so much more time than all the other things. I'm not watching stuff, I'm streaming. And after this, I'm going to bed. I could look it up though. You watch on TikTok, you say? I don't have TikTok. Can you watch these box games anywhere else? On YouTube or Twitch? I don't like watching stuff about homeless people. Makes me sad. Unless they get money. But okay, that's unfortunate. Well, unfortunate. I might watch some stuff on TikTok, but I'm not currently on TikTok. I think. No, I don't. I'm not on TikTok. I'm on Twitch and I'm on X and I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube, which is pretty much enough for me. I'm trying to open an Instagram account, but my account name is, or my current account name is already on there. It's already taken on there, so I don't feel like trying to figure out a new way, a new one. Just makes things confusing. I'm actually gonna listen to the music. I wasn't listening to it. Oh, come on. Don't fall. Kind of quiet the music. It's just kind of quiet music, to be honest. Let's turn it up just a notch. Alright, I might look at it tomorrow if I have time. I have a lot of work to do. Be right back. I need to check on the cats. Yeah, don't have them, but you stinky. Little stinky kitty. Alright. I might have locked up one of the cats in the bedroom, but I will probably get him out in a couple of minutes. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing. I have a job to do. I cannot get distracted too much. Oh, mouse not doing what mouse should do. There you go. Right? Yeah, this crochet hook is 3mm. Yeah, good luck there. Have fun. 5 AM is early though. I'm glad you like it. I'm not gonna go for too much longer either. I would like to get at least up to the corner and a little beyond. But nope, that's too much. But this crab stitch is a bit of a pain. You might see me or not, but have fun. I don't intend to watch TikTok, or at least to download TikTok. If I can watch it without making an account, I might look at it. Have fun. Nope, I am actually off screen. Crocheting off screen on a crochet stream. That is not supposed to happen. Alright, I might do that, or I might not, but we shall see. At least as long as you have fun, that's fine. Oh, this is actually a very new stream of the music we are currently watching. It's been uploaded 1 day ago. It's very comfy, but I don't want to think about fall already. I mean, it's getting colder here, and I very much do not like fall and winter, and spring is cold as well. It's all wet and cold. My kitty is upset. He is too lonely. Poor kitty. Why are you so lonely, kitty butt? Yeah, your best friend is not in the nearby vicinity. That's what we don't like. Actually, YouTube says we have 2 viewers. That is surprising to me. That's always nice. That's a lot more than I used to have. So, to be honest, 1 viewer from YouTube is more than I used to have. I think I'm not gonna go work on the D20. think I'm gonna call it soon. I like to get past this little corner, but I need to go to bed. I needs the sleeps. Because I got a long day tomorrow. A lot of stuff to do. That's what you get for being an adult. You gotta work hard. But thankfully I have a lot of hobbies. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll be able to sell some crochet stuff at some point. Or earn some money from my YouTube and Twitch things, endeavors. I don't know, we shall see. As long as I get to making beautiful stuff, it's fine with me. Right, the corner is always the hardest part for this one. So I need to pay close attention to it. It does look weird though. Why does it fold up like that? $21.21. Oh, you're an hour earlier here. I'm in Holland. I live in the Netherlands. So you are 1 hour earlier than me. That doesn't. That's not too far off with times. So not too confusing, thankfully. Who's coughing outside? This corner is, well, it's not really cooperating. How did I do the other corners? Thought I did them the same. Looks weird. Gonna go frog just one more stitch. Just to be sure. And then try it again. I think I did 2 in the corner. Must have. That's what makes most sense. Alright, let's try again. I am actually very much not crocheting on stream. That is unfortunate. And I would like to make his little friend. Hello, I am my friend. I have come to join you. Hello, No Blood. That is an interesting name. I am going to call you No if you don't mind. Welcome to the stream. That's nice. More people. More people are always good people. What has brought you here? Oh, that's not working. Come on, stitches. Be good stitches. Thank you. I was planning on just saying no. That is very much a lot easier. With the font that OBS uses, it's also kind of hard to recognize I's and smaller case L's and other stuff like that. Crochet is not cooperating though. My project currently, I have shown in the beginning of the stream all of my projects. This is just a quick sec. I will show you. at the moment it is not cooperating. Why are you not cooperating? I don't know why he's not cooperating. We'll figure it out. Yes, and stitch. And try again. And stitch. And stitch some more. This should be fine. It'll fold in on itself. That's fine. I'm currently making, almost done actually, with a upside down at the moment. Corner to corner crochet fruit basket blanket from, who was it from again? Repeat Crafter Me. I was basically just following a pattern, although I did make some little changes, and I'm currently finishing it up with a crepe stitch in black on the edge. It is very, it's just fine to see with this light, to be honest. And I have had a few other projects this evening, because I'm always working on a couple of things at the same time, but this is just a thing that needs to be done with proper lighting, so thank you. Yeah, I saw it and I right away knew I wanted to make this because it's so colorful and so cute. And it's actually my first big project. Well, my first proper big project. Oh, are we having other music? Alright, music. Hello, kitty. What you doing? So if you want to make it too, repeatcrafterme.com probably. And I accidentally had all the beautiful colors of yarn that I needed. Did not think I would, but I actually had the perfect amount. And I'm already planning to make another one because I really liked it, but I want to make some, I want to design some of the fruits myself, and then I want to make it bigger with even more things. But this is the most interesting project I'm currently working on. I'm also working on a D20 die, but that's a bit of a pain. And kind of hard to finish up. And I'm going to make this little friend a bit bigger, but those are all other projects. We can sit in it. He gets ate by the D20. But crepe stitch is a kind of hard stitch to do. It takes a bit of getting used to and needs a lot of tight tension. But corner to corner crochet is a lot of fun. With the pixel art and stuff, it lends itself very well to pixel arty things. It is basically pixel art, but yeah. It's a whole lot of fun. The dice was complicated. Well, the crochet part was very easy, but the assembly part and the embroidery part was a pain in the rear end, if you know what I mean. It's basically just a whole bunch of triangles. So that's not that hard, but you have to sew all of them together. You have to embroider all of them in the right order. And I like crocheting, but I don't really like sewing. Or at least not sewing, crochet, work together and stuff. And I need to, on the inside, finish up all the ends, but I can only finish up all the little ends, work with ends, when I have sewn the sides together. So that's going to be a nice puzzle for later, but not right now. I'm gonna crochet over all the edges so it has a nice ridge. No, it's not going to be balanced. It might be thrown for fun, for funsies, but I don't even know if it will balance. If I... it's not going to be a dice bag because the inside is a mess. I was thinking of making it a dice bag, but I can't really. It's just a giant mess. So I'm just going to have to stuff it. And when I stuff it, it's just going to be a ball. So I don't even know if it will be able to land on one side. I think it's just going to roll around. But I might throw it at the head of my DM. It will be fun. And frogging time. Because it's messy. Alright. Do you crochet too? Yarn, don't split on me. Yes, much better. I've actually had a lot of people this stream. That's nice. I'm so used to talking to the void. Or at some point not talking to the void anymore. Oh, nice. I like knitting too, but I've always found that it lends itself mostly to just square things, and I got bored of square things. Or do you know the magic of knitting other things than just square things? As in scarves and sweaters and stuff. Crochet is not... Yeah, crochet is slower than knitting. Although it can be fast with the right thick yarn. I also have a giant knitting project here, but I'm not gonna... I might show it, but I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon. I should, because it's getting colder. But I don't want to, because I have forgotten where I was. Yeah, knitting is a lot faster. It's a lot easier to do without watching as well. For sure, you actually have to pay very good attention to pretty much everything. Yeah. Almost done. Yes. I once knitted my mother-in-law a scarf as a joke, and I used round needles, so I made the scarf like a giant tube. I could crochet, I could knit that thing so fast. I didn't even have to switch knit and purl, what's it called? Because it wasn't around. It was so easy. That was so nice. Just could keep going. Could yarn it in bed. Could yarn it pretty much. I could knit it with the lights off. So comfy, and the cats liked it so much. It was a lot of fun. I don't know what she did with it, because it was just a joke, because it was a messy thing. It was meant to be a messy thing. Yeah. Although, actually I'm gonna get my round knitting needles. it does give you a large tube, because if you try a small tube, it's very tight around the thing, around the needles. There's my friend. Did I put it in there? Probably. It's a mess. Oh, there you go. We have the different sizes of needles. Are they called needles? I don't know. You know what I mean. And different sizes of the things in between. Why do I have so much stuff? And this is 40 centimeters, but you have the needles as well. They give length as well. So you have a minimum, thank you, minimum size of roundness that you can comfortably work with. And if you make it too small, you can see this this corner has been folded over. I've been knitting too tightly with it. So if you make the circle too small, you have to, or if you use this length that is too small, it's kind of a pain to knit with it, because you can barely reach the other sides of the, well, you can see what I mean. You can't hold the knitting needles properly. So a bit longer is actually more comfortable, but if you make a tube, it's going to be a big ass tube. Yeah, this was fun. I love the round knitting. You just knit. Actually, I should not put these there. I should just use them for some other things. I bought this set at that point, and I added some thicker ones because I was knitting with very thick yarn, and then I added some extensions because I wanted to make something big. I might show that as well. But then I stepped over on crocheting, and I like crocheting because you can just do anything. The Drops Classing interchangeable circle and needle set, and some apparently Knit Pro. Oh, that's shiny. It was expensive, but not that expensive. I'm Dutch. I bought it at bol.com probably. You do need to pay attention that you don't lose your thingies that I've probably lost. There are little tightening thingies to tighten this on the needles, or the other way around actually. Yes, kid. That's a lot of fun. It's very easy. Yeah, she's too shiny. Not useful. Yeah, more free with the shapes, more free with anything. You can switch colors very easily. You can just add stuff. You can remove stuff. Okay, very easy to do. Wow. This is my big... Yes, I have kitty. I have 2 kitties. They won't be on stream because I don't have a camera that can actually properly... I only have the top-down camera, so they might show their little faces, but not much more. This is my only knitting project, which looks huge, but I should finish it at some point. It's actual wool. It is for autumn. It is a poncho that does not fit on screen. There we go, a little better. With a very small, yeah. Yarn was expensive, but I got gifted quite a bit with a little cable in it. I don't have any other knitting projects. I did knit more than I crocheted when I was young, but part of the beauty of this thing is just the color of the yarn itself, the wool. And it smells nice. I should finish it. Yeah, but it's comfy time. It is a lot of stitches, yes. I don't remember how long it took me. It did take me quite a bit. Oh, that's the back side actually. This is the front side. It's supposed to end up in a point. I should finish it at some point. It's very comfy too. Well, like I said, I don't have that much knitting projects. This is pretty much my big one. It's going back where it's supposed to. Too many projects. I was trying to figure out how to end the cables in a nice point, but cables stretch the fabric, and so it didn't become a nice point. It tried to become weirdly shaped, and it was kind of sad. So I made a lot of trial pieces and I couldn't figure it out, and then I put it to the side, and that has been a couple of years ago. What have you made for kinds of projects? Knitting sweaters or other things? Be right back. I am back. Some projects take a lot of time, but you always need time in the evenings to wind down from everything, to get comfortable and chill out. So I used to play video games before going to bed, or at least in bed actually, and I switched it up because people said I shouldn't play video games in bed, and then I switched it up with stuff like this, stuff like crochet and knitting, and it's very comfy to do those things. You have a sweater that is waiting to be finished. Are you actively working on it, or is it just waiting? Sometimes you just don't have the time. Or sometimes it's just waiting for more input. All of these things take a lot of time, but as long as it's enjoyable, it's probably fine. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta find the right moment to keep going. At some point with the big thing I just showed you, I figured out what the problem was, because like I said, I wanted to end in a nice point, and that gave me problems because it's a freaking not just a lot of stitches, but also a giant calculation on how to end up properly with the cables in the right places. So I did a lot of trial pieces, but the trial pieces were very, very, very boring, and I actually had to pay attention to them. So that each test piece was like 2 or 3 hours of work in a boring color of yarn that I was gonna frog anyway. And I quickly got bored every time. So I laid them to the side, and then I came back a couple of months later and I completely forgot what I was trying to do. So I had to restart all the test pieces again, and that happened quite a few times, so I know that that is the problem now. So at some point I am going to go back into that, but for now I have like 10 crochet projects that I'm having a lot of fun with. Yeah, it usually is the last step or just a choice that takes a bit of time. This one has also been put to the side. Ah, yes. Go eat dinner. Good luck, have a nice evening, and it was fun to have you around. Fun to have more viewers. It's been a really busy stream for me. It's kind of nice to not have to talk to the void. Good evening. Bye-bye. I'm probably gonna call it myself as well. It's now almost 11 in the evening here. I might just... I always want to go for a little bit more, but I should go to bed because it's getting kind of late. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. One more stitch and I will be back on next Wednesday at 8 in my time, 8 in the evening. I might be back sooner, but probably not, because I have quite a lot of stuff to do. I have stuff to do tomorrow. Yes, which involves crochet, which is nice. And I have stuff to do on Saturday and Sunday and probably Monday, but I might find some time. But probably not. I always think I might be able to find some time to stream, and I never do. So I will at least be back on next Wednesday. That is about it. I will probably show this one on stream if I manage to finish it in between, and otherwise I will just keep going. That is it. See you later. Goodbye and